Well, good morning and thanks for joining us here. It is Monday, December 8th. Happy 8:30 stream show. I'm Mitch Carter.
That's right. I'm Casey Mason. We are going to kick things off with some news headlines for you here, and then we're going to get things over to what you can expect that forecast to be today with Byron Douglas on deck. So let's get right to it. Some top headlines that we want to recap here this morning.
Absolutely. Happening this week here in Evansville, jury selection starts in the trial of a man accused of murdering an Evansville firefighter. As reported, 46-year-old Larry Richmond is charged now with the killing of firefighter Robert Dorr. Dorr was shot to death at his home back in 2019. Elizabeth Fox Dorr, Robert's widow, was sentenced last year to 90 years in prison for murder and conspiracy to commit murder. Meanwhile, Richmond's trial, originally scheduled for May, was moved after he requested a new judge. So jury selection gets underway on Thursday, with the trial starting officially next Monday, December 15th.
And switching gears now, this event is actually happening today through Friday. It's going to be the last week of operations for the Evansville Vanderburgh Public Libraries. It's the Red Bank location we're talking about here. Now, as we've reported on 14 News, crews are actually going to tear down that current building and then put a new one in its place. So they're going to have some events that are happening throughout the week here just to celebrate this. Now through Friday, you're invited to add a message to what they're calling their farewell wall, which is pretty cool. Meanwhile, today only, they're going to do this thing called an origami event. It's happening from 5 to 6. And what they're doing here, officials are telling us that you can actually turn your old books into origami butterflies.
Cool.
That's really neat. That's very creative. I love it. And then finally, on Thursday, the EVPL leaders are going to hold an information session regarding this demolition here. That's taking place from 6 to 7:30 if you want to go check that out over at that Red Bank location.
There you go. And, shifting gears here, Christmas spirit was on full display in several parts of the tri-state over the weekend. On Saturday, parade goers watched as festive floats took to the streets for the annual Henderson Merchants Christmas Parade. You just saw it there. Meteorologist Jeff Lyons, Arden Gregory, Byron Douglas, our interceptor was out there, including you, Casey, all hanging out at the Henderson Christmas Parade. And of course, it's always fun to see the interceptor decked out. Got the big red nose, the reindeer antlers. And this year, more than 130 organizations took part, including law enforcement, businesses, and school. Always so fun out there. Jeff Lyons, man in the camera there, selfie style. It's stressful, though, to keep up with the interceptor. It's fast.
Look at me running. I'm literally jogging right there. I'm not even embarrassed by that. It shows how hard we were working that day.
That's right.
I said no child went without a candy cane. Byron Douglas made sure every kid got their candy. Arden Gregory was out there. I really was in awe. This is my very first 14 News parade. Get to be a part of it. And I really took in some notes on how the pros do it. And Jeff Lyons was shaking hands and kissing babies.
Bunch of mayors in here.
I tell you, it was quite the workout, though. It got really nice. It was freezing.
Yeah.
And then it ended up warming up out there. And then by the time we were done with the parade, we were all sweating from all that running. So
good way to be.
Good time. This is a sports story. I mean, listen, I love reading this because it's great news, but take it away, man. You're a resident football player. Let's go.
For everybody in the state of Indiana, they're aware. On Saturday, number 2 Indiana triumphed over number 1 Ohio State for their first outright Big Ten win since 1945. Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, of course, passed for 222 yards on 15 of 23 completions, leading to the Hoosiers getting the number 1 seed coming up here in the college football playoff. They're now playing the Rose Bowl coming up on January 1st, and they'll be playing the winner of Oklahoma and Alabama. So, of course, for those around here and throughout the entire state, always exciting to see, hometown schools, in-state schools doing well.
We love it. I know this was an exciting game. Oh my goodness. I had to, our bedtime's pretty early in morning news. All of us, it's hard to keep our eyes open past 10 o'clock, but we stayed up, my husband and I, and watched this game, and it was just exciting. You love to see it. We love it. We do want to, before we head out here and get you over to Byron, we wanted to let you guys know about just a quick little tidbit here as you're heading out the door today, maybe hitting Highway 41. We do know that 41 is shut down in Gibson County. It says here because of loose metal on the road. We just sent this alert out on 14 News app.
So we'll have more on that information there and more on that story as it develops online and on air here at 14 News. Of course, stream show right now. Coming up, have news at 11 and 12. Another stream show at 2:30, followed by news at 4, 5, and 6. But for now, get things over to Byron Douglas.
Let's get you on over to BD with a look at the forecast. And by the way, that's shut down from about 300 South to White Church Road. We'll keep you up to date, though. You guys have a great day. Byron, get on over here. It's your turn. Bye, guys.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Thanks for tuning in on a Monday. Hope everyone had a super weekend. And let's take a look. All the winter weather advisories. They got dropped for Chicago and northwest Indiana, and then still badgering Green Bay, Wisconsin, up through northern Minnesota. That's generally north of Minneapolis, St. Paul. And the winter weather advisory still officially, I'll take this full, includes areas there in Lexington, Kentucky, portions of from Charleston, Virginia, down into Bluefield, and then into portions there where they have winter storm warnings out there in central and eastern stretches of Virginia. We had some snow showers in here early. Otherwise, we'll be left over with a few flurries, and overcast skies will be the theme here during the morning. And then about 1, 2 o'clock, we start to work the clouds off very nicely during that time frame. So we are going to work in a fair amount of sunshine as we go through the day. And let's take this full. We'll show you we've had a 40s weekend. Saturday, we had sunshine at 46. It's been a cold start here to December, and we've had about 1 inch of snow so far. And here's a look at Doppler radar on the board. All those snow showers have cleared, maybe just a few flurries down through Bowling Green. We didn't have any travel impacts or anything like that. And we'll give you a wide view here in a moment. And let's run down our current temps. We're at 30. Cloudy skies right now, and then we'll evolve into some sunshine. Fairfield, you have scrubbed off the clouds. 24 currently. And wind chills generally will be in the 20s throughout the day. Good hat and gloves out there will be the theme. But we are going to have temperatures bounce very nicely on Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's go along here. These are the 8 and 14-day outlooks. We're going to be guiding from the Climate Prediction Center. Temperatures generally will be below normal to near normal during that time frame. But we do have some cold air to deal with over the weekend. And it's been a while. The 8 and 14-day outlooks has us drier than average. And that's across the area. That takes us up to the 21st. Let's take a look at the next 12 hours. We'll take this full and graph these. At noon, 32, and then that 1, 2 o'clock hour, that's where we start to see some clearing skies. Lake, Shelley, good morning to you. Thank you, Sandra, for tuning in. Appreciate joining us here on the stream on a Monday morning. Here's a look at the latest guidance as we go hour by hour. This takes us up until 9. Winds generally going to be out of the north and northwest. So we still have the cloud layers out here, and then generally with the low sun angle, this generally is our cloudy season, but still showing some clouds in here, delayed a bit, 2, 3 in the afternoon. So kind of cloudy skies, and then the last couple of hours of daylight, the sun sets at 4:30, we work off the clouds and see some sunshine. And then as we go through Tuesday, I think our cloud layers will be in early, breezy. The arrows, we speed them up to indicate breezy conditions. And then a fair amount of sunshine Tuesday afternoon. So high temperatures will be in the upper 40s to near 50 as we go through our Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll kind of go back to cloudy to mostly cloudy skies with the chance of sprinkles and areas of light rain early in the day. And then we'll try to work off some clouds, and then high temps will be in the upper 40s. I think Wednesday is our best chance to hit a 50. Then on Thursday, we have these clipper systems that Thursday in the pre-dawn hours, most of the bands of snow will stay up to our north. And then we'll have to keep an eye on Friday. There are some chances for snow, no alert day as of yet. We could see some accumulations again for Indy up through northern Indiana. Some of the guidance is showing that Some areas up through northern Indiana and Michigan could see several inches of snow. And then on the backside, we're going to have colder air on Friday night. And then some Arctic air will invade our area on Saturday and then into Sunday during that stretch. So I'll break it down here in the 7-day forecast and we'll take this full. 34 for this afternoon, 46 on Tuesday, and then a 49 on Wednesday. And then I'll go ahead and take this full. Chance for a few spotty snow showers on Thursday with a high of 36, and then on Friday some chances for some snow. And that's not a misprint. Now it's still a ways away. 12 above Saturday morning with a high of 21. And then as we go into Sunday, high temps will be in the mid-20s. That will be it. Caroline, good morning to you. Debbie, good morning to you. Thanks for tuning in. There's a look at the next 7 days. So generally all the accumulating snow Wednesday and Thursday right now will stay to our north. Something we'll have to keep an eye on as we go into Friday, and then colder at the end of the week. But look, Tuesday and Wednesday, not too bad. If you're out shopping, running errands, 46 for your Tuesday, 49 on Wednesday. We'll have more soon. Have a great Monday.